inspiration.
Fought Strahd, turned out not to be Strahd, then fought Strahd, turned out to really be Strahd. Uh, Strahd's gonna Strahd. He Strahded off. We're sort of fucked. Trying to figure out what to. Well, that's not true. Everybody lived.
Well,
Everybody's
Lived
living.
eventually.
Right. Everybody's living. I mean, except Strahd. Sort of the point of this whole endeavor.
We also did destroy several of Strahd's spouses, and then we killed Escher as well.
Yeah.
I was just continuing that dunk on Escher trend from.
I have been giggling about that all week. Yeah. So you guys have survived an encounter with Strahd von Zarovich. Your first proper encounter with him. You did take out, as we said, two of his remaining spouses, and now are in the Kreskov residence. Tyler reminded me earlier today, awaiting Octavian's arrival. Is that still what you're doing?
Yes. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it'd be really pretty rude to have invited them and then just be like, we got to go. If anybody shows up, tell them where we're headed. We won't be there either, but tell them that's where we went.
This post I caught just like 2 minutes before I got into chat, and it's really good. And it made me think, man, instead of having him just be like Dark Mist, like waiting to come into the, he should have been the fucking. I should have made him the fucking coachman. Damn it. A joke for
Yeah,
me,
that's
and that is
nice.
all.
Yeah.
It's okay. I got to use a Bodak. I love those fuckers. They're terrible.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. So, with the weather letting up only just, the clouds lifting only such that you do not feel the pressure and the claustrophobia of like downpouring snow. You guys have your day in Kresk to chill out until Octavian arrives. Are there any chosen activities for your day? What is Zeldrin doing?
that's a good question. Trying not to stress himself out while he's just sitting around waiting.
Does he have any hobbies?
Not that he feels like pursuing right now. I think he probably goes and walks the town a bit and spends a fair amount of time like meditating by the pool. Meditating by the pool, getting a suntan. No, but just like, meditating and like trying to like keep his thoughts in order and remember all the things that need to be remembered, and just making prayers that things work out.
Hmm. Hmm. Trying to think if there is something I can offer you for spending time doing so. Um, hmm. I don't think there is at this time.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I now it's I like to reward players for being
Mhm.
involved in their in their like not downtime, but like
Mhm.
inactivity. So, but I don't think
Say,
that I have. Yeah.
say, Ariam.
Mhm.
Look, while my brother's out pretending to sun himself by the pool for some reason, uh, I thought I'd take this opportunity to just express how grateful I am that we haven't had to endure him pulling out his stamp collection anytime recently. Oh my God, it's so fucking boring. How long do you think that's going to continue for us? And I mean, I don't even know how he keeps those things together. They're just fucking wax. You'd think they'd crumble as soon as he takes them off the little pieces of paper that they were sealing shut. But no, he somehow has 30, 40, 50. I don't know how many. I always just sort of zone out when he starts trying to compare this one to that one.
I didn't want to say anything, but there may be several closed up buildings. The post offices throughout all of Barovia have been shut down. That was not Strahd's doing. I did that.
Well, well, that is good thinking. I don't know where you found the time, but I do appreciate that you have found it. If we had to take care of Strahd and also categorize all the different Barovian stamps and their various sizes and shapes and costs and rarity, I don't know. I just don't know that I'd have the patience.
Remember how we said there was nothing living in Lake Bartok? Well,
Hmm.
that 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 remains true. The Postmaster General is within Lake Bartok.
Okay, well, look, that's definitely going to be a you and me piece of information. I don't think we need to share that with anyone, but I do appreciate your enthusiasm and your zeal for making sure that we do not have to discuss my brother's stamp collection any further. I'm not saying I endorse the lengths to which you've gone, but I certainly understand them and will take their secrets to my grave.
Just far, far in the background of this shot, you can see like Zeldrin in like a dark sheer like coverall and a big floppy hat, just like setting out a chair by the pool.
You owe those people a church.
And they'll get it.
Yeah, as soon as the mist goes, they can pray to the sun.
I'm giving everybody inspiration right now. Is there anything that Arium is doing to preoccupy himself?
Excuse me. I will be doing the best that I can to talk to, especially people in like the guard or the whatever passes for a constabulary around here, trying to figure out everything I can about the there is a werewolf group to the north, as I
Mhm.
recall, or west. And I know we've been given their leader, but um, since we have a day, just a little bit of scouting around, trying to get a better sense of exactly where they are and how many of them there are.
Mhm. Um,
Look, there's going to
Fortunately,
be a
these.
crab scuttling around a lot.
Holding a little abacus.
Got a piece of
Unfortunately.
chalk in his little claw so he can just keep making tally marks on the big claw.
Ooh, that's freaky. Unfortunately, as you come to know, I won't make you make a check for this. The people of Kresk are pretty upfront and say that they have moved the forest within the walls of their city so that they don't have to leave. Um, scouts can see packs of werewolves on the at the thresholds of the forest, up to 5 at a time in hunting parties. Um, but they but the people of Kresk do not leave, um, for for fear of their being kidnapped or eaten. Um, Unfortunately, they can give you like pretty solid directions actually to where they believe the den is located, um uh like northwest, but there are not hunters in Kresk. There are not woodsmen. Everyone here is lumberjack who lives in the walls.
I suppose once Octavian has arrived, there is no definite time by which you would need to be in the castle. This may be something we can relieve Kresk of before we leave.
Well, yeah, that sounds like wonderful.
It is still incumbent upon me as a member of the House of the Crescent Moon to deal with. I was about to say unbridled lycanthropes, and that's definitely wrong. Uh, uh, to deal with the darker lycanthrope packs.
Well, then,
Plus, it would
d-
seem we might. I believe it was. No, I'm thinking of something entirely separate. Never mind. Carry on. Never mind.
well, then, deal with them we shall. I think next to replacing the, a place of worship for the people of Kresk, that might be the next best thing, and it will sure feel nice to do something beneficial for these people after destroying their holy site and inviting Strahd. Well, not that we invited Strahd, but waging a battle against Strahd that forced them all into their homes, giving them a reason to feel a little safer and maybe even feel safe venturing outside these city walls. Sure be nice.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm being called to help with my dog. Be right back.
Mm.
Okay.
Zazarak will return to uh, giving Floof some scritches, and in between that, um, just doing his twirly whirlies for his own entertainment. Um, I imagine at some point he probably
I'm
having
back. Sorry about
spent
that.
yeah, no worries, having spent the morning um plowing the streets with Floof and Victor, um, would probably try and engage Victor in some instruction on how to use a dagger more effectively. Because, look, magic's not always going to be an option. Y'all quite quite good with it, but sometimes nothing beats a little stabby stabby. You know what I mean, Victor?
You are talking to me like Rokea did.
Well, I mean, I think. Well, I would hope that I have a more friendly and encouraging tone than Rokea did at that particular moment. Surely your time is yours and you're free to do whatever you like. So saying if you are interested, I could perhaps give you a little instruction on proper technique, proper grip. Got the forehand, the backhand, the Dutchman.
Dutch.
Yeah, the Dutchman. Rarely seen and even more rarely used. It's when you hold the handle of the dagger just between your fingertips and your thumb. Um, very, very fine control of where you stab it, but yeah, it can get knocked out of your hand literally by a strong breeze, which is why it's not frequently used. But uh, good to know. Might win you some coin at a trivia night or something.
Okay. Yeah, he pulls out his knife. He'll practice knife tricks with you.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. He is proficient in daggers, but he has a low dexterity score,
Yeah, yeah.
particularly compared to you.
And I don't know that Zazarak is really all that intent on teaching him. This is just sort of Zazarak burning off nervous energy with things that he likes, which is fucking around with blades.
Swords moving
Yeah,
fast.
yeah. Like that's right. Like he's tried to couch it in like, oh, look at me, I'm being helpful. But no, like you're nervous, you're not comfortable sitting still waiting, and you're playing with fucking bladed things again.
All right. Okay. Um, by the early afternoon, the skies that had lightened once again turn dark. The snow does not uh, intensify at all. It still remains light and drifting when it does fall. But the clouds become heavy again. And you begin to hear the rolling of thunder through them. And about an hour after the change in weather, um, there is a another lightning strike within the city, which sends a lot of people outside to see what damage has been done. Um, there are trees that have been there's a single tree that has been felled, many that have been singed by the uh, shattering of the tree, but standing beside the uh, the splintered wood, the splintered trunk, is Octavian, the tiefling, with her gauntleted hand sort of supporting her against the remains of the trunk. She looks fairly exhausted, and tries to collect herself as she's drawn attention to herself. You hear whisperings of people about this stranger, and many who s- behave defensively immediately, and several who rush back to their homes. Um, uh, she takes as much care as she can to demonstrate that she was invited here, and look less intimidating. But she is a fully armored, devilish, like fiendish creature, with one eye roiling with lightning and storm clouds in its socket. She does look terrifying, even as she attempts to portray kindness. After some confusion, she recognizes, uh, I guess, perhaps the four of you, technically, um, any one of you, and begins telling the terrified townsfolk, they brought me, and she hurries her way over to you, um, trying to avoid the iron and potential violence from the townsfolk.
Uh,
Sorry, I came as soon
Zaz,
as I was able.
yeah, Zazarak will sort of step forward and address whomever's around. Just let them know that this is an uh, invited ally in the battle against Strahd, and was who was unable to get here in time for the initial skirmish. But when we take the fight to Strahd, far, far away from here, um, will be a valuable member of that team, and apologize for the added commotion on what must be already frayed nerves.
Without needing to make an insight check, just with your charisma, Zazarak, you are beginning to sense, even with the support of the Burgermaster, um, your I don't want to say like your popularity is beginning to like wear out its welcome
Oh
a
yeah,
little, especially after last night.
yeah.
um, but these people seem to better better judgment than to try to confront you about this case, and you are left alone in this clearing.
All right then. Well, welcome. Um, I assure you, the people here are much more friendly and charitable and welcoming than you just witnessed. It's just they've been through a lot recently, and your arrival through a means other than the front gates, uh, little startled.
Oh, yes, that makes sense. I apologize.
No worries. I believe that all will be forgiven once we take care of Shaw.
I'm sorry
Unfortunately,
I could not come sooner.
yeah, it's all
What?
right. It The good news is, all of us that entered the fight on this side still have our lives. It was touch and go there for a little bit, but we're all here. The same cannot be said for all of Strahd's allies and spouses. We were able to eliminate several, two of the spouses, and um, he seemed rather perturbed by the whole affair. But I, I think and I'll looking at Ariam and Zeldrin, I think we put up a pretty good showing. I think he knows that we're not to be trifled with.
I think simply the fact that he ran off is testament to that.
Excellent point there.
Uh, now that I'm here, what aid can I offer?
Well,
Well,
we
if
were
I'm sorry,
hoping
brother, go
to.
ahead.
Yes, sorry. Um, but we were hoping to set up kind of uh, a gathering point, a place to bring allies, and particularly find somewhere that we could place this without uh, bringing threat to the people of Crest, Gorvalaki, or any such. And we're hoping for your assistance in setting up somewhere where um, we could gather and set out from, and somewhere where we can access our allies more easily, rather than burdening this town further. We intend to set out from here and head to Valaki, to look into procuring some more diamonds, and um, potentially from there starting a bit of uh, a crusade where we're gonna try to hunt down any allies of Strahd that we can, and thin out his uh, forces as best we can, um, before we make a final push to uh, the castle itself. Um, we were hoping that it would be possible for you to use your hidden mansion to give us a place to discuss plans and mm, put together a bit of a war room, I guess you could say.
That I can provide. We would be locked in whatever location I were to conjure it to.
Hmm.
But yes, that is something I could do. It would protect us at least from Strahd's eyes. In fact, my leaving of it now, doubt has not I doubt has been unnoticed.
Hmm. Yeah, if we if possible, we can um, I can move us very quickly to Valaki, um, and then maybe from there we find uh, a point off the road a little ways, but not too remote, to set up shop.
I think that sounds as good as any other place.
And should we need to move this location, you know, uh, closer in preparation for an assault or anything, um, that would be possible, I presume. Not immediately. I assume it would take time. We'd have to travel physically, and
At least a day.
mhm. All right. Well, brother, Arium, the rest of you people, have we got anything else we need to do here before we leave? It was something that just came to mind as far as the abbot and his promise to lend his
Mm.
aid to the people of this town after us getting the dress. Do you think he plans on renegotiating that since his ploy did not work out so well?
It's possible, but our deal with him was not predicated upon the ploy succeeding.
Hmm.
And I do agree that we should set up this base of operation, which Octavian has so graciously offered to lend home magics to. However, uh, I do think Arian made a good point earlier in stating that given all the hardship we've put in the good people of Crest through, it might be uh, wise in terms of public relations to take care of, or at least investigate further, the uh, troublesome werewolves to the northwest. Um, has the added benefit of uh, being part of the sworn mission of the House of the Crescent Moon. I know we're far from home, but does not excuse those bonds. Prax
It's worth speaking
Octavian.
to.
I'm sorry, Arm. Go ahead.
I was just going to say it's worth speaking to the Burgermeister and determining with certainty whether the uh, whether the werewolves are a threat about which
Mm,
they are concerned.
excellent. That's a very good point. I can only imagine our reputation would only sour further if we were to traipse off in the woods attempting to do good for this city when in fact they had no desire for us to interfere.
Mm.
Where do you desire to go first?
Well, what do you think, brother? Should we talk with the Burgermeister and see how concerned the town is about these werewolves, or uh, would you like to make a case that werewolves are no, the pressing issue is setting up this base of operations with Octavia?
Well, I mean, we're here to help these people, not solely from just one enemy. So, we might as well speak to him before we leave and
Wonderful.
see what it is we need to do. So, it's good to get as much information as we can.
Yeah, so we'll go have a conversation with the Burgermeister.
All right. As you walk back towards his hut, you see many of the people have returned to their daily tasks and their own labors, giving you all cursory glances and furtive looks as you pass. Um, as you approach the hut, you see there is a figure in a robe who appears to be crouched in the snow near the building itself on the north side of the building. Um, there is snow piled up on either side of this person, as well as like freshly turned soil. And this person appears to be like digging with their hands in the dirt next to the building. But you can
Uh,
head inside if you choose.
Um, I will not say this, but Zazarak will definitely think to himself, see, Victor, that was you. That's what you looked like early on when we first met. That sort of creepy, weird behavior all the fucking time. But now look at you.
Is this why you think I'm weird?
Well, no, this is his inner monologue. He's
Okay, okay.
intentionally not saying this out loud because Zazarak is learning too. Um, Zazarak will go over and ask this guy what's up.
You walk closer. You see this hole has been dug like fairly deep now,
Mhm.
um, and uh, and you begin to see something like pale being dug up from the earth.
Mhm.
And as you like get this person's attention, uh, the face that looks up at you is that of the abbot.
Oh, on a little stroll away from the abbey, I see. What are you digging up there? You need any assistance?
No assistance needed, thank you. I am returning the favor I promised to the people of Kresk. crouches back down into the dirt and continues to dig with his hands.
I'm sorry. Are for some reason in my head we're right outside the Burgermeister's place?
That is
Am I?
correct.
And
Mhm.
he's just digging up somebody in the front garden?
That is becoming a little bit
Yeah,
more
I mean,
apparent. Yeah.
Okay, I
we knew
just
that the burgomaster had buried his recently deceased son in the front yard.
okay, that tracks. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Um, I'm going to attempt to put hands on the abbot and just pull him away from the hole that he's digging.
Uh, let's make this a check.
Okay. I assume athletics.
Yes, yes. Sorry, I had to pull up his
Yeah,
stats.
no worries.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. You put hands on his shoulders and try like
Mhm.
shoulder and elbow behind him and try to lift him back, but with like no effort at all, he just rests himself free and continues digging. You begin to hear him murmuring
I'm gonna lean
a
down
prayer.
next to him, right,
Hmm.
and be like, could you use your head, please? These people lost their child recently, and here you are, and you're digging it up in the light of day, without any explanation whatsoever. Can you take a moment and think about these good people?
Uh, you do not he does not interrupt his own murmuring. You can hear as you get closer he's speaking in celestial, and offering a prayer. There is light that is beginning to emanate from him under the hood and from his hands. And as he grasps what may be a cold hand from beneath the earth, you see vitality restored, and the figure of of a young man begins to like writhe and pull himself from the last like inch of earth underneath as he coughs and looks around and very clearly like alive and restored, but deeply confused.
All right, that is wonderful. Aaron, Aaron, do you want to deal with the abbot or with the child here?
Deal with I was going to go and warn the
Yeah, I mean,
alert. Perhaps one of you should alert the Burgermeister. I can make an effort to get the child cleaned.
What is going on? Where is that? My house?
it,
Who are
it is
you?
your house. We are friends of your parents. Um, you have been away for a bit. Um, my friend Ariam here is going to help get you clean. Um, I'm going to go have a quick conversation with your parents. Uh, Abbott, would you like to? Well, you're filthy. Please don't go anywhere. I think we need to have a conversation too, and you should probably talk to the parents once you get yourself cleaned up. Maybe you can use some of that magic on yourself. Uh, uh, yeah. Pardon me, as I sort of barge in the door. Excuse me.
You
There's a
can
bit of a
find Anna.
situation,
Yeah.
Anna.
Uh,
Well, I'm. Let's have a seat. We should probably sit down for this conversation. Um.
is everything all right?
Well, yes. However, um, it might you might say it's even better than all right. Um, but it might come as a little shock to the system, which is why I've asked that we both have a seat here. It seems that the abbot has come down from the abbey, and as a way of thanking the town in general and yourselves specifically for your assistance and willingness to go along with the abbot's attempts to appease Strahd. Um, well, there's no simple way to say this but to say it, and that is he has come down and brought your child back to life.
Oh my god.
Yes, and child looks good. A little confused. He's out with Ariam right now. Uh,
He's
getting clean.
outside?
Yeah, getting cleaned up a little bit. Would you? Shall we go outside? Say hello.
Yeah, she's like already on her feet and running outside without
Mhm.
a cloak.
I'll grab a cloak and follow her.
Yeah, I mean, it's the front garden, so it's
Yeah.
pretty apparent. The young man, Ariam, you can help him climb out. He's wearing like cracked glasses and some finer clothing. That was, yeah, but nothing too ostentatious. And given the dirt, he was kind of just like already. Uh, he's already kind of just covered in a little bit of filth, but not like most of it shakes off pretty well.
Yeah, I will magic the rest off of it. Make
Okay.
him make him a little cleaner.
Okay. When Anna steps outside, she just runs tearfully over and grabs him. He seems kind of confused. By his height, he looks like he's probably an adolescent. And like hugs his mom, but what's going on? Everything all right? And she's just like, yes, yes, and she's petting his head. Um, um, the abbot is just kind of still sitting, like more appropriately standing in the pit he has dug. Um, you've requested that he stay for a moment. Uh, he says like upwards to Anna, and it just says, uh, "You and your people offered me a favor, and not only did you complete your side of the bargain, but I failed in my own attempt. It is the least I can do in both gratitude and apology." Do you want to play with the bones again? Okay. Sorry, he keeps pulling out a skull that I have. Um, um, she's not really paying attention to the abbot. You have her and her son, and then the abbot who is now attempting to now climbing out of the grave.
Dude just dug 6 feet with his bare hands.
And it's still standing in the grave.
There's a
Uh, I mean, it's literally. You are correct. It is literally the least you could have done. You couldn't even have knocked on the door first and said, "Hey, this is what's like no one." And I don't mean to diminish what has just occurred here. It's very kind of you. I'm sure restoring this family is a wonderful thing, and everyone is happy about it. And the magics to do that, uh, you know, my brother and I understand a little bit. My brother more than me of what it takes, and we, have we have some capacity if it's happened, you know, in the very recent past. But this is something else entirely. So I don't mean to diminish that, but at the same time, a little common sense, a little concern for the shock to the system that you may present to the family, and also a little concern for yourself, little self-preservation instinct. You're just digging in the someone else's yard, just in your robes. You almost blend right in with the snow. I mean, I don't know. Victor, can you explain to him what he's done wrong here?
Me?
Well, yeah, I thought you've been making such progress. This is probably a perfect opportunity for you to explain, like, this sort of behavior not reasonable.
Uh, it is apparently better to discuss with the owners of the dead before interacting with them.
See, Victor understands. Well done, Victor. Zazarak is now just beaming at Victor.
The abbot.
Miles in the background going, "That's better."
Yeah.
See, Victor,
Uh,
even he knows.
the abbot makes no real acknowledgement. Pulls himself fully from the grave and says, "I will be returning to the abbey."
Okay, just so everyone's clear, like number one on my most hated list is Itch. Like I'm pretty sure number two is the Abbot at this point. And now that I've said that, I would pay big money to watch like 13 episodes of the sitcom Itch and the Abbot. Like, that'd be fantastic for me. So somebody get on that.
Isn't that Fleabag?
Yeah. Probably pretty close actually. At least season 2 of Fleabag, yeah.
Let's go get ready for bed. Okay. The abbot takes off down the road.
Well, I mean, look, I should just focus on the final result, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing. So let's well, I don't even know. Can we do you think we can have a conversation with the Pokemaster now, or should we give them some space with their newly restored son?
Oh, your father. Your father. That's right. Oh, I forgot who we were. Victor. We should go find Dimitri. Um, uh, Gentlemen, this is Ilya. Ilya, why don't you take them inside? I'll be back shortly. Uh, and yeah, the young man leads you back inside. While Honor runs into the city.
Um, as Zazarak goes inside and passes Ilya, he barely slows down, and he's walking in, and he just whispers to Ilya, "Do not let my brother corner you about his stamp collection." Just continues walking.
Yeah, all right. You collect stamps too?
Just shh. Oh God.
Well, now you've done it. Now you've done it.
Oh, hey, I was playing fetch with Floof earlier and threw a very important item out into a snowbank somewhere. I'm gonna go try and find that right now, I think.
I threw the sun sword into a snowbank.
Yeah, turn the blade on. So I'm just looking for one beam of sunlight shooting up out of a snowbank somewhere. I'm gonna have to try and find that.
Dimitri returns with Anna a few minutes later. There is yet another enthusiastic and tearful reunion before you all. Uh, and Dimitri offers his thanks for whatever it was that made this possible. You needed to see me about something?
We were hoping to inquire about the werewolves to the northwest, and how much of a problem they present to the town. We thought that perhaps, um, well, it is a tenet of the organization that I served back in Faerun, to to combat these sorts of things. And if they are a trouble for the town, then that is something we could look into. But if you have if it would cause more troubles than it would actually solve, then we are content to leave the creatures be and perhaps begin the rest of our preparations.
Uh, well, I'll be honest. The werewolves are a present threat. Past few days, at least, there hasn't been as much activity according to the guards' reports, but it is the case that they grow their numbers by kidnapping our young. And well, given that we just had at least one return to us, I don't think I could bear to see any more be taken. Not that I have any proper means of, I think, true reward for doing so. I might be able to talk more with the city, but it would be a service to us.
We can make no guarantees, of course, but we, if it is within our power, we can hopefully assist you with this problem. We will have to look into the exact situation, of course.
Naturally, naturally. You would already, as we said, be doing everyone a great service if it were just that you were able to fend Strahd off, even for a little while. Any other little thing you might do for our community is just additionally kind.
Well, we will leave you to your happy reunion then.
Thank you again.
Unless Sazerac Zildren, I apologize. I didn't mean to run off the Burgermeister in case either of you had questions.
Oh no, I think you covered it, and he made his and the city's position quite clear.
All right then. So, what is it you would like to do first?
Well, should we send a few of them on to Valaki and take care of a werewolf problem and meet them there, or what do you think?
Yeah, that this sounds like a reasonable plan to me.
Yes, yes.
Let's Casimir, Esmeralda, Octavian. If y'all want to head towards Valaki, we'll meet you there once we take care of some werewolves. Unless you'd rather camp out here until we're back, and then we can all try to travel together.
We can take the roads. Are you sure you don't want me with you? I'm pretty good at handling werewolves. Now, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to make sure not to bog anything down or have only anyone traveling alone, that kind of thing. But we'll take any handling we can handle.
It's probably still best if I come with you, as Valaki's still probably not a great direction for me to head.
Yeah, that's why your name didn't come up.
Oh, I thought you may have just been ignoring me.
Nope, you're on my mind quite often, Victor.
That sounded like it could have been a compliment.
And I'm sure that it was, Victor. Let's take it that way and move on with our day.
Octavian says, "Is there anyone we should be seeking out on our way that might travel with us?"
We have Casimir and um, I can't think of anyone. Zeldrin, Tezarek. Is there somebody I'm forgetting? I mean, of course, there's. He will look around and wait till Esmeralda is slightly distracted, and then whisper, "Rudolph." But given the plan that he had last time, I'm not sure that that is necessarily someone that we should feel confident bringing along with us, but I'm not sure who else we would.
No, I'm looking around and then I count on my fingers a little bit and then I put my hand on each of the three Blinksy dolls on my bandolier. No, I think we got everybody.
Yes, and we should definitely leave poor Blinksy home this time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, we made that mistake once already. I do not think it's a mistake I'll make again.
I mean, you say that. We should probably check in, see if he's procured up a magic bowl yet.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, checking in is a little different than asking him to join us on the road, though. I think, I think, I think poor Blinksy has had enough time away from his workshop for once.
yeah,
Mhm.
no, right.
I expect the nightmares of what went on at the Wachter house will stay with him forever. Anyway,
Yeah. Somehow soften his doll making up though, which is strange.
Hmm.
The pre horror house dolls much creepier than the post horror house doll. I mean, look at these three. They're nice approximations of us. Oh shit, my beard's coming off. Apply a little more glue. All right, well, yeah, no, I think this is it.
All right. We will see you in Valaki. And you guys can choose to, like, you can leave Esmeralda, or Victor, or like whoever you want.
Mm.
Esmeralda has silvered weapons. Victor's not welcome in Valaki. Like, these are all
Yeah.
just like factors in what could be the decision making.
Yeah, I think taking those two is a good idea, and then letting the other two,
Two.
fuck, two,
Yeah.
yeah, letting them
Just
travel
Casimir
on.
and Octavian.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Casimir being you know, a local to Valaki and Octavian, um, I don't know. She feels more important than to drag along on our little werewolf quest. Um, Also, I just don't want anyone traveling alone. So
Hmm.
What's Strahd gonna do? Kill him again? Yeah, no, he should definitely not be alone.
yeah, I'm not trying to make any assumptions on who's protecting who in that duo. But yeah, let's keep people together.
Okay. Well, then the two of them can head eastward, and if you so choose to take off today, the four of you can head north. Is that the call, or do you need more time? Spell prep or whatever.
No, I think we're good to go. Ewan's just don't fucking die because I can't do anything about it.
Um, I do feel as though I should see if, since we are not under a time crunch, if you are prepared or not to remove a curse, given the entities we will be
Uh,
in conflict with.
well, I'm
Uh,
not prepared to remove a curse right now, but I could be tomorrow.
okay.
I mean, strangely enough, I am prepared to remove a curse, but I could use another day as well. We want to take the rest of the afternoon, set out first thing in the morning. That'd be wonderful.
Mornings are a good time for setting out.
Yes, I'm content to wait today. Not will. I don't got spell lists.
You can choose to take another day off if you'd like.
On the other hand, I just do want to point out, Zazarak, that will be one more day off of our timing for your beard, your hair.
Oh, damn.
We it
No,
may be worth.
yeah, no, I hear you, but I got, I'm starting to get a good feeling. I understand this extra vigor that I feel will probably still wear off in the 10 days, but I'm really starting to think that this beard, it's really just me. I don't think the two are related anymore.
Oh, you think you've grown that?
Well, I mean, people have grown beards. I mean, I realize I'm no dwarf. It takes a little extra work, but I think maybe just the extra stress we've been under maybe kickstarted a little something. And yeah, I'm feeling 75%. This is me.
Mm-hmm.
It may be 70, 68, 70, 66,
Right.
not 70. Sazerac starts stroking his beard, but not on him, on the Blinksy him.
Ugh.
So disturbing.
Yeah. No, Zaz is fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
This is not madness levels I imposed.
Yeah. It might be madness levels Adam's sleep deprivation has imposed.
All right. Yeah, you guys can absolutely take an extra day to
Right.
no ill effect for sure.
That just gives More time for that beard to get rooted even more strongly. Exactly what's happening.
Okay. Is there then? Uh, I'll give a second for Tyler to do spell rearranging because he just got back to the desk.
I guess I don't need to have Revivify prepared.
Oof.
Right. I'm good.
Okay. With the next dawn, there is better weather that you can see as Octavian departs with Casimir. The five of you, werewolf hunters, um, can head out west. Arium, you though you have no exact directions, you were given some pretty good idea of the direction you are headed. Um, oh, come on, roll 20. Uh, this will take. Doo-doo-doo. Maybe I don't tell you how long it's going to take, but I should still know how long it's going to take. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you. Okay. Oh no, where'd you go? Ah! Sorry, I'm trying to get some stuff on a map for you guys. Oh, I can't find it because I don't know how to spell this word. That's the problem. Okay. Problem solved. Um, okay. You guys can head out on what is initially the path westward, or more approximately like south, a little bit the way you've come, but it eventually is the case that you depart from the Svalig Road and begin following some game trails. Um, Not unexpected, and in fact, you had been warned this would likely be the case. Um, on this path, you do see more wildlife, hollow-eyed foxes, and deer that are fairly pale and with felting antlers. Um, uh, Not really working to get very close to any of you, uh, but watching as you pass and then scampering away. The farther you go into the mountain, the lesser underbrush you are fighting, just heaps of knee deep snow. Um, but these paths are still fairly cleared. There are no trees that hinder you, and the horizon of snow muddles with the fog uh, beyond the depths of tree that you are being watched from. Um, as you are walking, let's see. Oh, let's put you on travel map. Woo! As you are walking, you feel a gust of wind that sort of rides behind you, crawls up over your spine and past your ears in a whistle. And as it just flows past and over you, you see it tunnel through the mists and swirl away a bit of the fog ahead. And before you is revealed a curious scene. You see a handful of figures who are all in uh, sort of dirtied leathers, uh, but with a gentle layer of snow on their shoulders and in their hair. Um, Many of them robed and wearing muddy or mossy cloaks, and all of them bent and moving their hands over a hulking, furry, and gory corpse that has stained the snow below it and around all of them in a bright red. Uh, you can see, even from where you are, that a major stain from the snow is simply the entrails of the moose that have been like this moose that you can see that is like dead on the ground, its antlers jutting out and up. Pretty apparent what this creature is. Its entrails have been pulled from its body and are mingled with the snow and blood. Um, uh, Only just as you are like maybe 40, 50 feet away, you can make out the rhythm of chanting, but you cannot uh, interpret what is being said.
Um, what what are we thinking? Do we need to make this all business?
I don't know exactly. I know if they are part of the pack, they will know the name Kirill Stoyanovich. He is their leader.
Well, and they do seem to be creating quite the scene. It'd be more suspicious if we didn't at least acknowledge them and ask what was going on. Perhaps we just play it by ear then?
Do
All
we
right, well,
want
don't.
to go around, or do we want to approach? We might as well approach.
Yeah, I mean, don't worry.
That
Like,
is
look,
something we can.
I'll go ask what they're up to and
I
just
will come with you.
trust my wonderful instincts for people's inherent intentions. You there?
Zeldrin, you see Esmeralda look at you and point after Zazarak. Is he joking? She kind of mouths. um, yeah, you can walk forward. The people do not interrupt their dance and song.
Do I clock this as some sort of religious or spiritual activity?
You can make either an Arcana or religion check.
Rush either one.
I say, can I also make that attempt?
Yeah, sure.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Oh my god.
I have a +6. It's -1, and we have the same. I will take Zazarak's hands, and we will begin a waltz.
Yeah.
I will not do that, but that is about what we think is going on.
I mean, the two of you can glean that this is like at least profane to most natural gods. Um, I'll say that but like this does have a whatever this is does appear to have a purpose.
Uh, are you all in need of some assistance? Would it be too much trouble if our party were to sort of go around? Would you prefer we wait?
Uh, One person does not really stop in their movements. One of these closer individuals to you who is uh, chanting and moving a little bit more vigorously, um, but without, I don't know, like without the somatic intentions that you can see that some others are demonstrating, if that makes sense. He sort of like beckons with a hand for you to come closer.
Um, yeah, I guess Zazarak will do that thing where he starts kind of like moving and trying to mimic some of their dance moves, not in like a mocking way, but just trying
Hmm.
to, ease himself into whatever's going on here, right?
Hmm.
And yeah, he'll take a few steps closer.
Okay. You get a bit closer. The guy kind of nods to you, like emphatically, um, and as you are getting closer, this gutted animal, um, rather abruptly, one of its legs flexes, and it moves, and you see some of the uh, incanters get quite enthusiastic, and like this rhythm picks up as the body begins to jerk and move a little bit more and more.
Uh, I don't know what the protocol is here. Are they are they bringing this moose back to life, which just seems strange. It seems you got to be a real nature lover to do that, or are they bringing it back to some state of undeath?
I wish I had an answer for you.
All right. Well, I guess a simpler question: do we keep sort of kind of dancing and hanging out on the periphery of this thing, waiting to see what happens?
I don't see what good could come of that. Like it doesn't. The movements don't look like smooth, natural movements, right? This is
I think so.
there's
Yeah,
there's
it
no
looks.
there's no like sense of this thing is healing. Like its guts are in the snow.
Oh,
They're
That is
still
correct. It
there.
is it is certainly
Yeah.
not healing, that is for sure.
Okay, yeah. I don't think that perhaps now is the time for this.
Is it-
Um,
uh, starting to feel like maybe we should put an end to this.
yeah, I will turn into Rokea.
And out,
Oi.
out comes the Sunblade.
From a
Well, I
distance,
didn't mean like that. I just meant maybe. Oi, we're after the. We're looking for the children of the Mother of Night. Children of Mother Night. Any of you want to stop dancing long enough to give us a hand?
You seek the children of Mother Night. You are on the right path. What business have
Yeah.
you with them?
Just sort of looks down at his now shark body. Take a guess.
You wish to join them.
And if we did,
You'd be in luck. I hear they're recruiting.
mhm.
With that,
Is this the thing where like you pretend that you're talking about Mother Night, but you're really talking about yourself?
I'd be not so foolish to impersonate a god.
Okay, well that's
Uh,
a little weird. Cesaric, I gotta admit the laugh is starting to creep me out.
Yeah, it is real problematic.
uh, one of these casters kneels down, sort of breaks the dance only a little, and puts their hands under the head of the moose that begins to like jerk, and the antlers kind of move rather broad and violently, and with a snort, the hefty creature hauls itself onto its legs in a jerking and grotesque manner. Its inside still trailing in the snow. Its head is swinging wildly around. It's snorting and suddenly lets out an echoing call that just rips your eardrums. Um, as it rises, and everyone here like breaks the like circle of casting and like cheers.
Sorry, this took.
I know.
Yeah, awesome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That looks like the brain dead horse from Family Guy.
um the 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 mage puts keeps their hand like on the face of the moose and says, "Return to the wilds, return to Strahd," and the creature begins like
I point.
bucking and calling
I
and
would like to cast a spell.
okay, we're gonna roll initiative.
from as far as Eldrin's just like, okay, looks like things are getting hairy. We should probably move a little closer.
I'll get you a little bit closer.
When she says return to Strahd, I point. Hey, that can be dispelled, by the way, as a level 5 spell.
Yes.
If he is if he is a caster or has access to one.
Let's see. What is the moose's initiative? Oh, it's pretty good. Okay. Hey, Tyler, you ready to come and roll initiative?
Oh yeah, I forgot that I needed to roll.
How's bedtime going?
He chilled out and rolled over, but now that I'm not in there, who knows if that's gonna change.
Okay. Okay. Zeldrin Sunstrider is first in initiative.
Ooh, how big is that again? 20 feet. That could be better. Okay. I'm gonna just throw a fairy fire over there.
Okay.
See. 20 foot the cube. Gonna put it
On the moose.
the moose is in the middle. He's definitely getting it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
hit it on the back guys over there.
Okay. Holy shit, the moose rolled a nat one. What's your save right now?
17.
Okay, that does mean that everybody failed, so I'll just put a little blue sticker on them. Okay.
And I will squeeze on past these fellas. And I'll stop right there, and that's my turn.
Okay, sweet. The three mages in the back, now that they are now lit with silvery light, um, begin to encant once again, as one of them says, "I believe they mean to kill us, sisters." And let's see, I've got all three of them living, so we are going to cast a big spell. Do, 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 do. Actually, okay, yeah. Yes, they are casting a spell. In case that matters to anybody. Okay,
Feel
Victor,
like
you've
it
got
will matter shortly.
Victor. Let's see if you've got the range for this. Nope. Okay, here we go. Um, the three witches begin to incant together, and you feel the air around you begin to dry out. The snow begins to melt around you, and coming down through the sky, incinerating the treetops around you and the lower boughs as it comes as it approaches, a column of flame shrieks through the group of you, and I need everybody to make dexterity saving throws as it plows through and then extinguishes. Okay. Zeldrin and Arium, you're in the aura bonus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. So that means the 3 of you save. Your 3 companions behind you fail. Actually, wait, yeah, Esmeralda, even with higher dex, did not make that one. Okay. Um, you are all roasted. um, for nice and easy. 40 points of damage, halved to 20 for the 3 of you, full damage for your allies.
Bye, Floof.
There goes Victor as well.
Oh God. Come on, Vic. Can't even take one measly fireball.
To be fair, that was not a fireball, that
Yeah, I
was
was say,
firestorm.
that's-
Yeah.
That was a bad one. It is Zazarak's turn first. And just so you guys know, for your party NPCs, I do roll death saves. Just so you guys know.
All right. Well, we can't have this nonsense. Twilight Rider, would you be kind enough to grace these individuals with your stunning presence? And there's a bit of purple twilight that makes its way through the branches of the trees as I cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay. How big's that AoE? 30
It's
foot?
30 foot. Dropping it right now.
Sick. Okay. Right, how's the moose gonna do? Holy shit, the moose rolled so good.
The moose is loose! I can't stop what I'm doing to make a dumbass meme. I have to roll these dice. The more brutish warriors who appear on their front line are all hypnotized, but the moose and the casters remain focused. We'll give them a snail. And this is just what's the condition? Charmed and incapacitated. Mhm.
Sick. Okay. Wait, is there any bonus actions for you?
No, but after the spell, I'll just 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll approach the moose.
All right, sweet.
Hey, big fella. Take it easy.
Okay, and then it is Rokea's turn.
I will spend a bonus action to activate the Rite of the Storm on McClaws. I take 2 points of damage. Oh, I didn't like that. And then toop, 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 toop. Hi! That is my full movement to just occasionally running upright, occasionally running on all fours, occasionally jumping forward like he's trying to swim, and then just chomping on our giggly friend in the back. I don't like you, you're creepy.
31 is gonna hit.
Don't worry, he's not talking about you, Victor. Oh, God, Victor!
Oh my
I did just realize I need to concentration check on fairy fire.
Oh yeah.
So that is 8 lightning and 17 slashing, if that matters. If the lightning
Ouch.
separately matters.
Nah, you're good.
And second attack
Uh-huh.
for another 20.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Okay, you have advantage on these attacks.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. Fairy fire.
Alright.
hup, hup. No, 2 threes.
What the fuck?
Yikes.
All right. Okay, it's the moose's turn.
Oh boy.
The moose, blood and gore still dripping out of it, is jerking around wildly, shrieking in, again, an ear-splitting tone. Its antlers crack into you, Zazarak. With only a 12 to hit, you actually nimbly evade most of this like flailing movement. Does not have multi-attack. That just happens just the once. Okay. All right. As for your allies, roll that little d20 for dear. Uh, what the fuck?
Yeah, come back from the dead, Victor.
Yes, Victor shakes his head and gets back up.
What the fuck?
He's actually a zombie. We're just now finding this out.
Where was this luck that I needed so critically yesterday?
Boy, yeah, no kidding.
He gets up like charred and levels his wand. Let's see. What can he do? He's got a lot of AoEs. That's bad. We'll just magic missile at a really high level. Just beats of dark light pulse one after another. Zeldrin and Zazarak count like 6 and then some as it flies past you and smash into uh, this mage woman in front of Rokea, who does take those hits, but is like cackling between each pulse and then shrieking in indignance afterwards. Um, I think, do these guys get a no? Do they get a chance to make a
Nope.
check again at the end of the turn?
Nope.
It's
Someone's,
just when they
yeah.
get hit, huh?
They
Yeah.
either get hit or someone shakes them out of it.
Yep. That's what I thought. All right, and now it is Zeldrin's turn.
Alright, I am on my way.
Okay.
I'm making myself a little sneaky snack.
What are you making?
Some crackers with that prickly pear habanero jam.
Nice.
Um, hmm. I should have used that one more step that I had last turn. I'm gonna take one step and then I'll just misty step over here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use Word of Radiance. Where to go? There it is. So all 3 of those enemies. But not Rokea.
Okay.
For now.
Con. Moose. I imagine the
I
moose
need
is
to get
good.
some sort of like resistance to this bright damage you're doing. Then you can just blast the entire area, no problem.
You know
Only
something
one
that
of
just
them
occurred to me now,
saved.
Rokea? Probably a weird time to bring this up. I have not come across a single wax seal since we've been in this whole place.
Wait, you need wax?
No, like for letters and sending stamps. I've been keeping an eye out, but they're just nowhere to be found.
Oh, Weird mystery. I mean, they're cut off from the rest of the world, so like,
Yeah, I guess they're
why do
not
they
sending
need?
many letters. That
Yes,
makes sense.
Yeah.
definitely not.
Probably just a lot of couriers, brother. Not a lot of need for stamps or anything like that.
Mhm.
Let's not to dwell on it.
I did save the seal that was on that one letter that invitation we got from old Pointy Teeth himself.
Yeah, it's probably worth something. Might be worth holding on to for those that might be interested in those sort of things. I mean, I'm not, but you know, you can do whatever.
Oh my god. Oh, it's my turn. Sorry, I got busy making something. Hold on. There we go. Okay, I'll take my turn now. Okay. As you two are uh, remarking on the curious nature of Zeldrin's hobbies and his inability to fulfill them thus far, I need Rokea to make me a wisdom saving throw.
That's my best save. No, it's not.
Uh, Damn it! You saved just barely. You hit the
Aha!
DC. As you two are like, I don't want to say squabbling, but chatting, like the hands of this mage sort of flicker in your eyes in a way that catches your attention. You're sort of drawn in for a moment. Oh, you actually have advantage on this save. You still saved. Um, um, uh, she doesn't know that. She doesn't know you're a fucking elf. Um, uh, and for a brief moment, you are beginning to feel like the pull and enchantment of someone beguiling you. But that's fucking stupid, and you shake it off. Uh,
Wait, do
that
you
it
want to talk about stamps too? Oh God!
All right, Zazarak, it's your turn.
All right, Zazarak will, um, in a sort of twirly fashion that looks almost as if he is continuing the dance that these individuals were doing. He will sort of make his way around this moose, take a spot next to his brother, and then just start going to town with that scimitar on the individual in front of him.
Ouch. Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
uh,
Oh wait, hold on. That first one slices them through. They're dead.
okay, then I will take an extra step, and the second one will be against this individual.
All right. You also have advantage.
Oh yeah, that again. See what happens. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
24 is still a lot.
right, but I'll take the final with the other end.
That is also gonna hit.
All right.
Okay. As that first one is cloven in twain, she just shrieks, "Oh my God, 13!" and is very upset.
Hold on, we've met another group of people who went by numbers. Where did we
No.
meet them? Oh, it was in the Amber Temple. The hags that got frozen by Victor. They were using numbers. Oh God, I think 13 is the highest we've heard so far, but that means we've only met like 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah, don't like that at all.
I'm sorry. I'm just very enthusiastic that what I hoped to be what would be like that realization you just had, anticipating it being internal, hearing it all verbal was very exciting and fulfilling for me.
Is this I'm just gonna hope that this is like the, release pigs numbers 1, 2, and 4. That prank, I'm just gonna hope that that's what this is.
You don't know how many have already been killed in other ways in Barovia. There could be any number of them. It is Rokea's turn.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
I will continue my chow down. Look, you gotta stop laughing. That's weird.
Oh, ouch. She does stop laughing. Oh God. Yeah, roll that damage. She stops laughing because you are gonna rip her throat out.
And then for my bonus action, I will turn and look to this one as I am chewing whatever bit I have most recently bitten off the other one. All right, so look, we'll try to make this fast. I just need to know: are there actually 13 of you, or more?
There's more than 13. Actually, please don't kill me. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm good. We're cool. I think.
All right, fine. I will use my my bonus action attack on the moose.
Okay, that's a hit. Okay. Ouch. Oh no, Alfie.
Oh, it's got a name? Oh, well, now I just feel bad.
You'll feel full in
uh.
a second, friend.
I mean,
The
I've got McCormick. I'd feel bad if somebody was eating McCormick. That does not stop me from
Sure.
continuing to chew on her friend. But that's my turn.
Oh, you're muted.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Rogues, you've eaten plenty of things with names before.
Well, I mean, yeah, but they weren't necessarily pets. You know, a little different.
The moose is still going berserk,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So the moose gets to take a violent turn. Especially since you just bit him. uh, yeah, he rears back to pummel you with the broken chipped hooves that he has as his forelegs with a 19 to hit.
I believe that will just hit. Yep.
Okay. Holy shit, what is this fucking holy hell? That is 29 points of damage halved to you in your form.
So still 14 damage. That is okay. I'm sorry, but Elfie's gonna go.
Yeah, fuck that moose, right?
All right, we're gonna have your friends move up a little bit. Close enough that Esmeralda can at least get her hatchet into it from this distance, because that's a highly effective move on her behalf. Uh, those guys are still out. Zeldrin, it is your turn. Running around the moose, okay? Oh, you're muted again.
I know you said we're cool, but I don't think you're gonna stop serving, uh, straw and all that. So sorry.
Oh, ouch. You're hitting the moose too? Are you hitting the other dude? Yes? The one that's incapacitated?
Yes, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Crunching.
Yeah, that's good. I just wanted to make sure that was a choice you were making. Alright, he does save. Could you populate a hypnotic pattern again for me, Adam?
Yeah, sure thing.
I want to see if the potential for like the risk effects. Charmed, the spell effective if it takes any damage. Okay, all right. So he's still incapped. Moose, what was 9? Okay.
Well, talk about an unfortunate saving throw to make.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
This person who is in active surrender is going to use their turn to like uh uh effectively deactivate the moose is still alive, but the moose is now being like pulled out of its rampage. Um uh and this person is continuing to beg for her life. And then it is Zazarak's turn.
Yeah, I think Zazarak is gonna try and go full Vitamix on this moose.
Okay,
Would you
all
do
of
that?
those hit.
Well, I mean, that's just the one attack. I'm having a real hard time. It won't let go of my uh my character sheet. Hold on.
Okay.
It's it's sort of entertaining. Really. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to read this page. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Roll 20 is just spectacular. Okay. So there's some
Oh,
moose damage.
yep.
Character sheet open again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a problem for the moose.
You swing upwards once in one twirl and cut a deep niche into its neck, and the second as the blade comes back up through and spins, your weight follows through as well. And as you dance under the moose's neck, you feel the blade severing through the last of its heavy flesh in its throat and its spine, and with a heavy thud, its antlered head falls to the ground.
Yeah, and my momentum's got me twirling, so I'll just twirl around over this corpse and give our pleading friend here a shot with the back end.
Oh, ouch. Okay.
Holy shit.
Oh, that takes them out. They're dead.
And I will continue spinning in place and slowly coming to a stop and then staggering a little bit and just what's happening? Are we winning?
As three witches are and a giant dead moose are dead at your feet.
Yeah, and I'm covered in their blood. Like, how we doing? Ooh,
Roquet?
Roquet, you got a little thing right there. Right there. Here, let me get that off.
But between the okay.
Yeah.
Just gonna start here.
I'm assuming you're
Is
tracking turns, Adam?
Yeah.
he
Okay,
is
great.
incapacitated but not stunned or anything, not paralyzed. So
Yes. Yeah, just a normal
uh,
attack.
he is not glowing either. So
Yeah. as normal as attacks
Ooh.
come. Holy fuck.
Hey, hold still.
Hey, hold left still.
I'm not used to
Wait, no,
hitting
don't hold
immobile
still. I can
targets.
only see movement. I'll need you to twitch a little bit.
Amazing.
And
Oh my
bonus
God.
action.
That'll hit. Oh my God. All right, he is roused now. Okay. Ah.
+2. Something's not right here. Son of a bitch, I have Feral Might checked. That should have been 2 less on each of those attacks.
Do you not have Feral Might?
I do, but it's baked into the damage of Predatory Strike. Feral Might is for when
Okay.
I'm using weapons.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right, so he gains back 4. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right,
Oh, that
that's
means that
okay.
those witches would have taken less damage.
Oh no, don't worry. By the
Okay.
time they were hitting their last hits, you guys were doing at least 10 over what they had remaining.
Fair enough.
Okay, all right. That it for your turn?
Yeah, that was action and bonus action. And
Okay. This fool getting roused. Esmeralda will
hello.
grab up her hatchet and then duck over to aid you. Hopefully before he gets a chance to move. Every time she crits, and she crits more than I assume she ever could, it's always with the hand axe, and that's so fucking sexy. Okay. All right.
Ted, I think in this group this will only mean something to you, but I always have in the back of my head, I want to make a character that dual wields axes, all because of the Axe Gang from yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I can't. I just spaced on the name. Kung Fu Hustle.
Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah, like I just want him to do that dance with fucking axes. God damn it.
You should check if you haven't seen it. You should check out Bunraku.
Oh, I'm writing that down.
It's Ron Perlman and not Josh Hutcherson, the other Josh.
Is
Gotta
that
look it up.
all one word, Boon Rocco?
Yes, Bunraku is a film.
Yeah, Josh
Josh
Hartnett.
Hartnett. Yeah. Okay. It's very good, very stylized movie. Anyway, sorry.
It's okay.
Carry on, whoever's turn it is.
As Esmeralda retrieves her silvered steel from the body of this fella, his and his consciousness returns. He draws a great axe and swings with advantage to Rokea for 15 points of slashing, reduced to 7. And that's all the turns he gets. I wish that this build had multi-attack. I could just give it to them, but I'm not gonna. Zeldrin, you're up.
I will squeeze my way over here. And Word of Radiance.
For both of them again?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they both
That
save.
is. Oh, God.
They're like barbarians. They're really good for the save.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, great. It keeps him in capped, I guess. Well, except for the one that's not.
Yeah, I should take his little snail off.
Yeah.
Give me that snail. Okay. That it for your turn?
I'm gonna go ahead and cast a spiritual weapon.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Hitting the conscious one?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like the little sunburst?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Ouch. Actually, you have advantage because he was reckless in his attack. So in case you roll a 20. All right, you're still good.
9 force of damage.
Got it. Okay.
Nice.
Zazrak, your turn. Huh.
All right. I'll roll up. And did you say the attacks are at advantage on this fool?
Currently, yes.
Oh, brother, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's toast. I don't think he can survive past this one attack, actually. Nah, he's gone. Punctured through the chest with a beam of light.
Yeah, I'll just keep spinning. This is not at advantage. This is just a normal attack.
Still a clean hit. Aye.
And then the back end.
I'm glad I scale up the bosses because you guys fucking rip shit apart on the standard shit. Oh my god.
In 3 days, however, that will dial back considerably.
Okay. Rokea, you're up.
We woke up this guy, huh?
Yeah.
Well, sorry about this. Yeah, I'm not really.
Ah!
Oh, okay. Okay.
And that should be correct this time.
All right. Oh, god damn it. Their AC is garbage. 17 still hits. Basically nude. Okay. You grab him by one shoulder, with one hand and a clawed hand on the side of his head, and just tear those two pieces apart.
I still have a bonus action, and I have spent, what is that? 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hey, Victor, you okay? You're looking a little peaky. And I will bonus action attack this last one.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
All right, Esmeralda will follow you. Try to puncture this guy from ear to ear with a rapier. Okay. And while he is severely wounded, he still has a turn he can take. Ferociously swinging out at Esmeralda this time and hitting her for 7 points of slashing. And then is Eldrin's turn.
Okay. I will make my way over here. So will he?
Ow. Okay.
And I will Sacred Flame.
Okay. Dex. That's a failure. Oh, that almost got him. Oh, that almost got
That's it.
him. Okay. Zazarak, unless something goes catastrophically wrong, you are going to kill him.
Yeah, I'll see that he's on his last legs, and I will just stroll over to Victor. Oh my
Okay.
God. You look, you're a resilient son of a bitch, but you have looked better. And I will reach out and give him 15 points of lay on hands healing.
Thank you.
There you go. You feeling better there, Vic?
Is that what it feels like to be immolated?
Definitively, yes.
Hey, good to
Now,
know.
watch this. Watch Rokea do his business. Go get him,
Go,
Rokea.
go for it, okay?
What am I, some kind of dancing monkey? I mean, still gonna stab you, but
You Spartan kick him in the chest, and your foot goes through his rib cage.
oh god, this is awkward. I'll do the thing where you jump around on one foot like shaking your ankle.
Trying to shake him off.
Oh,
Amazing.
that's gonna stain. That's gonna.
Wear more red, and Esmeralda like flicks her coat as she retrieves her weapons out of this guy's body.
Wear more red. Wear more red. Do you know what happens when you wear red in the ocean? I don't
Sharks
either,
come
because
for
I
you?
have no
I don't
idea. I
know.
don't wear red. You don't blend though.
All right. This place has been. I was gonna say pillaged, but that's not correct. You have not scoured this
I
this
was gonna say,
little.
haven't gone over their bodies yet.
Yes, but we'll do that in 15 minutes. You are standing over the carnage and viscera of uh, residents, as you can now recognize them, some of the druids of Yesterhill, and their animated and then decapitated pet moose. Um, if you'd like to do anything in this space before you move on, you are welcome to.
You don't want to see what they're carrying. I'll set about taking some of this moose with us. This is fairly freshly killed, right? Or is this
Yes,
okay?
yes.
Just
It
making
looks like,
sure.
yeah, it weirdly does appear that it was very likely killed. I'm not even gonna make you make a check for this. Like that, it was killed. Its guts got ripped out for some reason, and then they tried
Divination
to
by
animate it.
entrails.
Possibly, but you rolled an 8 on your Arcana check.
That was for the dance. Oh wait, that could have been the divination ritual. Never mind. Never mind. I caught up. Yes, I will do my best to cut off some choice bits of meat that we will probably have for supper later.
Sweet. I will make you make a survival check for that. It's
Uh,
just a DC 10 though.
I am trained. I am also inept.
What the fuck, Dad?
I'm just too busy eating. Like I'm cutting off the choice meat bits, like
Piece
looking
for you,
around and then
piece for
popping it in my
me.
mouth. One for you, one for me. Oh, two for you, one, two for me.
Love it. So excited.
Three for you. Rokea, why are you only cutting off the antlers and hooves for us? You guys can eat that stuff, right? You eat berries and sticks, right?
Ah,
I don't know that I can keep playing.
um, we eat.
Well,
You've seen us eat meat. We've traveled together for a long time now.
Am I?
Um,
Arium doesn't eat meat. I figured you all ate the same thing as him.
uh, is this what they mean when they say I should eat more roughage? I mean, that looks pretty rough.
It's got the antler velvet on it, full of protein there. Fine, I'll eat it. Yeah, that's I'm not spending an inspiration on that, but yep,
Fair enough.
that is that is uh that is another now one. So it's just
Right. Right. For whoever's keeping track, another net one.
That would actually be that would actually be a very funny like running gag in one game we play with Ted, where it's like in the videos we just have a tally.
Like it.
A little ding, little check mark sound.
Right.
Oh Christ! Oh my God. Okay. Huh. With Rokea eating a whole moose by himself, what is everybody? Is everybody else backing off? What are you doing?
I'll like Rokea asked, I'll check to see if they're carrying anything with any value or info.
Sure thing. You can make me an investigation check.
Oh no.
nice.
It's above a 7, it's a win.
I love you. You do find a plush doll on one of the druids. Um, it is stitched with one of Blinksy's tags. Um, it does look like a moose. with yarn entrails that are knitted together that are hanging out of its belly. You also find an herbalism kit with one of the others.
Finally. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this thing, but I've got it.
That'll save us like 5,000 electrum.
I honestly don't even remember why I wanted this thing. Uh, but yeah, okay.
I'll be honest, I don't know why you wanted it either. You wanted it in like session one, and I don't know why.
It was just because the trance ability of like
Hmm.
changing a proficiency, and you can like gain a skill and one tool or weapon proficiency. And so I was like, yeah, herbalism kit. Maybe I'll find some use for that. Um, but it hasn't been important.
Well, you have one now.
Herb.
Okay. Is that all?
I will be serious with you. When you said herbalism kit, I forgot all the other things you told me I found.
Y- You found a Blinksy doll that
Okay.
was of a plush moose with knitted yarn entrails that were hanging out of its gut.
What in the hell?
Look, I mean,
Who is this man?
I can tell you right now, that was clearly made before the experience in the house. Like I said, way creepier before the house incident.
Right, but just do you think these folk were inspired by this moose plush to recreate it? Or was this like premonition?
Brother,
Who is that man?
I believe there are some questions that are best left unanswered.
Yeah, yeah, I guess. You know, whenever we take straw down, there's going to be a bit of a power vacuum. And for some reason, I just had a vision of Blinksy taking it.
Well, that would be something. Uh, I would look. I'm a big fan. Zaz says as he mindlessly grabs at his bandolier, but I'm not sure Blinksy's really fit for leadership. Let's just say I'd be concerned for all parties.
Yeah, yeah, I just wonder what kind of power that man holds.
Mm.
I'm just saying, like, the scars on this doll are very similar to the scars that were on that moose. There's not much moose left there.
Look at me, I've got antlers.
Like, like even the points on the antler are the same. Like
Zazarak,
either that man is uh gifted in some way, or these folk found were very picky in their moose selection process.
I do believe Blanksy is certainly touched as Zazarak is searching around on the ground for some twigs or some sticks or whatever, and when he finds one that's to his liking, he does his best to affix it upon um, the Blinksy doll of it's strange. It's of Arium and Rokea. The head spins around. So he spins the head around and tries to put the twigs on it to approximate the antlers that Rokea is now holding to his head.
Kind of like under his breath, Zeldrin just kind of says, "Okay, we have got to get you out of here, brother." All right, let's get a move on. Brokes, you full up yet?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
All right.
Filled a bag with. Well, it was full. What happened to it? Do I have a hole in my bag? What's going on?
There's always a hole in one side of the bag.
There is a hole in your bag. It leads straight to your belly.
Head back onto the road. Let's get you guys all together.
Victor, you doing all right? You need here. I'll just lay a hand on his shoulder and say a prayer and give him a second level cure wounds.
Thank you. Ooh. I hate when you upcast and it just like you can see how poorly the extra die did.
Yeah, but I mean my regular die was max, so
Oh yeah, it's great.
still...
It's just one of those like it's you fucked up. You fucked up and you wasted my time.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Back onto the road, past the blood-stained clearing, and the well, very little remains of Viscera behind. Um, Another maybe hour or so passes uh, on these game trails when you see when the mist parts to reveal something else to you. Um, it's partially devoured, um, and by the tracks in the snow, fairly evident that um, upon its falling, it was then scavenged by very likely local wildlife. But you do see the form of a man laying face down in the snow, uh, in one hand outstretched over his head. Uh, there is a black lacquered wooden box sitting within his palm. Um, as I said, creatures have clearly been over this corpse, um, but he has, but it does not appear to have been rolled. He's just face down, palm up in the snow over his head, and a small accumulation of maybe like an inch of snow on these remains and on the box itself.
Well, I'm not one to turn away a fated encounter with something strange on the road. We should maybe approach cautiously. Perhaps we can give this person a bit of a better resting place and see what it is that's in this box he died for.
Yeah, just maybe we figure out why he died first. Like, died of what? And
Did
if
he
it's
die of box or...
exactly.
Yeah. Well, we'll kind of take the body by the shoulder and like roll it to where it's like laying up on the ground and look over it and see if I can determine how it died.
Face up, you see that it no longer has a face. The flesh of it has been ripped clean from the skull, and the throat has been torn out.
Well, it looks like he died of.
If only
I
we could
sure
ever
hope the box
know.
can't do that.
See, he seems to have died of lack of throat.
I swear I didn't do it. Wait,
Uh,
is that the Postmaster General?
Ixnay on the Oast Pay, Aster Maid, Enril J.
Brother,
No.
I taught you Pig Latin.
What's what's that, brother? There's a pig over there. Let's catch it. We need to get something to eat after that disastrous moose incident.
Disastrous. That thing was delicious. Oh, I mean, yes, absolutely disastrous. Shame you didn't get any. It fell right out of my bag. You want me to carve up this guy? You might be able to eat him.
No thanks. I'm gonna go dig a hole.
I want to open this box, since I think we can be clear that the box didn't eat his throat. If it tries to eat mine, well, then I'll make sure to eat it first.
Yeah,
Please,
I mean,
please be a mimic. Please be a mimic. Please be a mimic. Please be a mimic.
most of the boxes I've heard of that eat anything take all of you, not just your face. So
Rokea grabs the box.
Yep.
At first, it appears to have no other lid or features. You do see that it is inlaid with golden filigree. But even just bringing it up closer to your eyes, you see it is comprised of expertly, holy fuck, expertly crafted, tight-fitting panels. The panels look like they could move. There are small holes on a few of the sides, almost like keyholes.
Looks like some sort of puzzle box. Do we? Hey, Zezarek, while Zeldrin's digging, help me look through this guy's pockets. Maybe he's got the keys.
Yeah, sure thing.
The only thing that this person has in his pockets is a half-eaten apple and 3 pieces of copper.
I mean, I know it wasn't designed for it, but I got a key to this box. Zazarak spins his double-bladed scimitar in his hand.
Tempting, but I also know that you do in fact have lockpicks.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I've helped you with that before.
yeah, that's right.
Figure maybe we want to give that a try first.
All right, well, to each their own, I guess. All right, let me see that thing. You
Yeah,
get
you
it?
can make a.
You got any idea the best way to approach this, Rocal?
I really don't. It looks like some of these panels kind of move. Do any of the panels just move on their own? Is this one of those like move the panel to open up a little thing to find the key to unlock this to move this other panel?
To investigate. To do that, you would have to make an intelligence check to see if you can make them move the way they're supposed to on their own.
You want to give this a try, Desrek? Why don't we give this a try, you and me?
Sure.
Your brother's going to be digging for a while. We didn't think to bring a shovel. I think he's just doing what the abbot was doing and digging with his hands.
Oh,
It's a little.
boy.
no, I found a kind of a good shaped stick.
Oh, all right. Well, good luck.
I'll go help. Esmeralda gets up and walks over.
The stick
Uh,
breaks as she get here.
would you would you like
Now I've
some
got two.
assistance? Would you like some assistance, or okay, or should we take turns with it?
Yeah. No. I think we work on it together.
All right, I will help you out. I think yeah, move that one over there. No, you gotta move your thumb out of the way. Yeah, no, you got it. I will be assisting you.
Okay.
Is this just intelligence or is it investigation?
It is a flat intelligence check.
Oh, then I won't be
Okay.
assisting you. I thought it was investigation. I'm not proficient in intelligence checks.
You can still be providing moral support.
That right.
Do,
That I will
do,
do.
do you have to be proficient in just intelligence to assist?
I don't know how it works when it comes to just flat unskilled checks. And I would just assume that the answer is no, because
Okay, then I
like
will assist. Yeah,
I
right.
say
Because how are you
I
proficient
will.
in a? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I will roll and we'll see if it matters.
yeah.
Marginally.
Actually, the 15 is the DC. So Zazarak does sit with you and help. Um, and you feel the the pieces around shift. You see that some of the lock, uh, uh, the the keyholes seem to be sort of dummy pieces, um, and move the pieces around the shape of the box. Um, Takes you a couple of like good tricks and a couple of tries, but not altogether very long. Um, you feel the last panel click into place as the box begins to open like a blossom. You don't, however, have a lot of time to glory in the accomplishment because just a black, inky cloud of smoke explodes out of the box, making it doesn't do anything detrimental, but to you too and Victor, who's kind of been hovering over, you find yourself just kind of coughing and choking on kind of gritty and slimy particles of the cloud. Um, and out from the box drops a couple of objects. Um, a couple pieces of jewelry. There also appears to be a wand that falls into the snow, as well as a tiny toad.
I'm sorry, you said another wand?
hmm
Well, I can't imagine that everything that we just breathed in is going to be good for us, but there you go, Victor. I think you're the only one that uses these.
Yeah, he takes the wand from you. The frog at your feet croaks once and sort of sits back so that it's sitting on its back legs, which is very strange.
Like sitting up?
hmm And then it begins to grow.
Um, uh, I will try to shove it back in the box.
And grow until
Yeah,
it is
that's
a
not
little
working.
unwieldy in your hands. And grow some more.
Right, how do we stop this? Zeldred!
And as it grows, its form becomes less toady and slightly more humanoid, more sinewy and muscular, and warty, drier, and as its mouth sort of as its throat swells for a croak, its mouth parts open and you see very short conical teeth on its jaw. I've got another monster for you guys to fight right now because he is happy to be free and also violent.
Do you know Barnaby?
Base another slot somewhere? I felt like we did.
So I was reading up on help actions and how they pertain to like that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
The the way that we kind of play it in that um you have to have proficiency to help with this check.
Mhm.
That's not actually the way that it works. That's just kind of like the shorthand description of how it works. The actual rule says that like you can only help if it's something you can do. And like, it's easy to interpret that as like needing the skill. Like if I'm trying to help you pick a lock, I have to be proficient with thieves tools. But if I'm trying to help you like, do this or that, um I'm trying to think of a good example. Like it also has to like make sense for two people to work together to actually be productive. And like the help action just gives advantage on the ability check to do the task. So like you in that instance that came up earlier where it was just an ability check, not a like skill based one, it would have still worked as far as the rules go, to give the help action, as long as like it's something that you can help with, you know. Like yeah. It's kind of a gray area. It's not like specifically defined, but according to PHP, uh as long as it is a task that I can do, then I can help you do it, regardless of if I'm proficient in it, unless I have to have proficiency to do the task. You know what I mean? But, you know, that's not important anymore.
In standard 5e tradition, not really clear at all. Like,
Yeah,
Yep.
I
not
hear,
clear at all.
right, I hear you, Tyler, but like,
Yeah.
particularly the thing about like, oh, like you don't need to have proficiency in it unless you need to have proficiency in it. It's like, okay, great,
Right.
Yeah.
right, that
Right.
clears it all up.
Yeah.
And that's not. I mean, that's clearly a shot fired at Wizards of the Coast, and
Right.
they're
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you know what? I'm going to stop talking about it because I don't want to set Ted off any more than I already have. And
Like like if the task is lifting a heavy box and you ask for an athletics check, it's feasible for someone without the athletic skill to still provide help because
Mhm.
they can still lift a
Lift a
box.
box, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. But if
Yeah.
it's like, you know, trying to decipher ancient runes or whatever, like, and you call for an arcana check, like that's reasonable to require the helper to have proficiency.
Yeah. But that comes down to like, okay, the DC for the lift is a 15 or whatever if one
Yeah.
person's doing it alone. But if two people are doing it, then
Yeah, I
human
mean that's
lifting
like
means that they can do it regardless. Like,
yeah, I mean
yeah,
and like that's just
yeah.
like trying to come up with a simple example of what I mean,
No, yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. I'm just like it. I think it comes like for the help action formal as far as like aid goes. It still makes sense that you would still need the skill because unless it is the case that you could supersede doing like supersede needing to make a check just because more than one person is involved, then there's no point in making the check, you know?
right.
But if someone still needs to make the check, then it is required that that person you have the resources of a skilled assistant for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like the paragraph before the one that I copy and pasted does say that like you only have to actually use the help action in combat. Like otherwise y'all are just working together.
Hmm.
You don't have to like the first paragraph in the working together piece of the PHP says the character who's leading the effort can make an ability check with advantage, reflecting the help provided by other characters, and you can only provide help if. But yeah, just an instance of like I've been working under the assumption that the rules were a lot more cut and paste, a lot clearer.
Yeah, me
But
too. I think that like the first DM that I really worked with, who was very stringent on rules, um, like that wasn't her rule. Like she said, this is what the rules mean, and I just went with that. And then like that's how I ran games, and we've all used it because frankly it makes sense.
yeah. But like in an instance of like this is just a strength check, I'm not asking for a skill, then it makes sense that anyone can help with that then.
Mhm.
Which was the answer I was looking for.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Zeldrin, you got initiative in there?
I am. It
Okay.
didn't put my token in there, but I'm the 18.
Okay. Do I need to add you?
I'm in the turn order already. I just don't have
I don't see you.
I I see it on my turn order, but I'll just roll again then.
I got it.
I had to expand
I've
my
already
turn
done
order
it.
because
I
for
got
some
it.
reason it didn't expand to include Zeldrin automatically.
Weird. Okay. All right. We got a frog. We got a giant frog. Okay. Let's. All right. To be clear, this just appears to be a giant aberrant frog, unarmed, unarmored, um, but in a rampage. Okay. And for that purpose, we're going to have. Victor, did you cast your? You did. Okay. Uh, Victor is going to cast low level magic missile just to kick things off to begin with. However, when he does cast the spell, the dark mist that you were coughing through a minute ago um, sort of coalesces around his wand hand um, and causes a bit of a splinter. Now I need him to make a check. Okay. All right. The dark pieces of force matter do impact on the ugly newcomer, and then it is Zazarak's turn.
All right, I will take a step forward and well, before taking the step forward, immediately like put my hands up like I had nothing to do with the box. What did you do, Rokea? I'll take a step forward and start swinging.
Okay. Yeah, those will both hit. Wait, hold on. Is
This
that 16? 16 is a miss, actually.
okay, and the back end is definitely a miss too. Then. All right,
Okay. This thing has a tough, rough exterior. Then it is Rokea's turn.
I will circle round. Come running in with claws ready to go.
That will hit.
You're gonna get back in that box one way or the other. For lightning and 13 slashing.
Okay. Is resistant to lightning.
That face. I will switch, but I'm not about to cut myself just for this thing.
Uh-huh.
23 hits.
Yes.
And I will do the same as a bonus action.
Okay. All right. That it?
That'll be it.
Okay. Zeldrin, it is your turn.
I will just turn and see something going on, see the fighting, and launch a guiding bolt.
Okay. I need you to make me a wisdom ability check. Okay. Perfect. Your spell hits.
19 radiant damage.
Okay.
That's it.
Great. On its own turn. Do, 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 do. That'd be Oh, sorry. Okay. Its claws slash out at two people on either side. Only hitting Zazarak for 11 points of slashing and 5 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Uh, Esmeralda will attack, as will Victor using simply a cantrip. And while I'm rolling that, it will be Zazarak's turn.
Yeah, more attempts with the scimitar.
Okay.
Stinks. That doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Back.
Okay. It is taken at the knees and shoulders by radiant beams of light. That is a hefty amount of its health taken out immediately. And then it is Rokea's turn. Ted, you with us?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I was zoning out. I was expecting Zazarak to finish a turn, but he did. I will continue my claws into this gray toad thing.
Okay, an 18 just hits. Ugh. Okay.
Means the 21 will hit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And yeah, bonus action.
Oh,
That
miss.
will miss.
All right.
Get back in the box. Shrink down. No, don't get bigger.
Okay, Zeldrin, it is your turn.
All right. I will use a sacred flame.
All right. Well, that is a failure, and as it is taken up by silver light, it shrieks and its body mystifies into more of that choking, slimy mist that is still sort of clinging to some of the grass and trees around you. And then it returns, the mist returns to that little box, and the box shuts. And that's initiative.
The box doesn't eat your face, but it creates a creature that does.
I don't know if it created it or if it was just trapped in there, but I will close the box and then open the box.
You're
Oh
going
my
to
god, it's another frog.
you'll need to once the box as it's closed will need to be repuzzled.
I'll just close the box.
Okay.
You think there's another one in there?
Well,
Kind of
maybe it
want to
summons a new
find
creature
out.
every time. I mean, probably best not to test fate.
Well, if that's the case, do we really just want to leave it here by the side of the road?
No, because then someone else might find it.
Wind up like
Yeah,
unknown Joe over here.
they may not have a big, strong shark man to do stuff, and them
Well,
not widely. What's the word I'm looking for? They might not have people like us to do stuff to it. So we'll just take the box.
Hang on to it till we can find out more about it.
fair enough.
All right. Esmeralda bends down and picks up the couple of things that had fallen. You see she's got in her hand a necklace with diamonds within it and a silver bracelet, and then I think, or unless you picked that up already, Rokea, because you gave the wand to Victor.
No, I hadn't, because I think that's about when the mist started forming.
Yeah, yeah. So she retrieves a silver bracelet and the diamond necklace from the snow. Kind of holds them out to the two of you since you'd puzzled the box open.
Um, yeah, all right. I don't think it's really my style. Hey, Zeldrin, will this suffice to maybe undead? No, wait, no, not undead, not undead. Um, to bring us back, to revive us. Ooh, man.
Re-alive.
Re-alive. That's a way better. Yeah. Undead is actually a thing. Don't undead us, please.
You got it.
I think I heard somebody once refer to it as not mate. That sounds weird.
Can I appraise the jewel?
Do you have jeweler's tools?
No.
You can look at it. um, I'll let you make either. I think this would be an intelligence check still.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got a good amount of weight. It feels very possible.
I'll hang on to it, and tomorrow I can during my trance I can speak with well, damn it, I wouldn't have a set of the tools either. I can get proficiency, but it doesn't mean that I'll.
Proficiency, I would still allow. Like jeweler's tools, I often interpret as like the crafting material. But
Mhm.
with proficiency, I let people appraise them.
Yeah, and I could borrow a magnifying glass from someone.
Bold request.
Rokea, if he's going to use that to look at his stamp collection again, I'm going to lose it.
I mean, I have an
I am.
herbalism kit. Does this count as like crystals?
What? No.
You know, like
Does the herbalism kit cover mineral diamonds?
like crystal girlies.
That's so cute of you, but no.
I'm going to make a proposal / request.
Mhm.
How's
Uh,
everybody feel about calling session early?
I was gonna.
Yeah, sounds good.
I just want to say one thing first. As someone who is proficient in that herbalism kit, I take some small offense to the connotation of herbalism kits and crystal girlies.
I mean, do you want to have this herbalism kit? I currently do not have proficiency in it anyhow, so you're
Oh no,
welcome
I
to hang
just
on
meant
to it.
no. I don't need it. I just meant you said that you
There a
said that like
problem,
anyone
little
that might know
crystal
how to use it.
girlies?
There's just, a vibe to like kind of a witchy aesthetic,
Hi, I'm right here.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
I don't. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, let's call session before I say something else.
We burnt out all of the stamp collecting jokes.